he said, "You want to feel how hard I can punch?" It's like,
Oh yeah, he's like that was 45%.
oh yeah, oh my, no, it wasn't Who's Bill Murray. Shit, I forgot what. But that line of "You want to feel how hard I can punch," I was like, that's such a like that's what that character would say.
Yeah, I think the Bill Murray stuff was my favorite part of the whole movie, though. I mean, he definitely had my favorite lines, but dude, when he's about to die and it's like, "Do you have any regrets?" and he just goes, "Garfield, maybe." That is the best line in the movie to me, dude. That movie is stuck out. I remember that line before. Like that's the only thing about this movie I really remember actually is that line, and how they actually got him. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming that's one of his worst performances.
Garfield,
Yeah.
he did too.
Oh,
He did two of them. I don't know. I'm assuming it was a big paycheck, but I
well,
don't know.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't do a lot of movies, so he must have really, for some reason, liked this. Maybe because he was like playing himself. I don't know why he would have done this otherwise.
I don't know. I'm assuming he's probably still making money off Ghostbusters, right?
I mean, I don't know. He didn't. He just acted in that, so I'm not really sure if he makes that much.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, he's done other stuff. Like he owns like baseball teams, not like professional ones, but he owns like minor league baseball teams, and he's got a lot of weird ways of income. He was also I saw him golfing at the PGA in Cromwell once.
Really?
Yeah, he's like an actual like I don't want to say professional golfer, maybe he is, but he plays PGA tours. It's like celebrity golf.
Hmm. I also thought it was funny when they meet Emma Stone and the sister in the grocery store, and it's the end of the world. Most people are dead, and Emma Stone has like perfect makeup on, like her eyelashes are dyed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's the thing. They could have gone farther, and like I want to know how long it's been. Because like Jesse Eisenberg has no facial hair. They never talk about how he shaves. You're right. Like Emma Stone's all dolled up and everything. So you're kind of like, where are the priorities here? What are the
Yeah, it
priorities?
could be a few months, it could be a few years.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with at least a month, at least.
Yeah.
But I think I noticed when they go to that big Chinese theater in Hollywood, which is where I saw Top Gun. But anyways, so I think it said 2012. You remember that John Cusack movie?
Which John Cusack movie?
Remember the one that was like 2012 where it's like the end of the
Oh,
world and he
yeah,
like
yeah.
steals a plane and like flies it through like the city and you're like, what the fuck is this movie? But
Right, yeah.
I think that was the last movie that ended there. And I don't know what year did that come out in 2012, the movie? And that was 2009, yeah. Okay, so it probably, like, the movie takes place, or came out in 2009. It seems like it takes place in 2009, so I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't think it's been that long.
I don't know. One of Woody's funnier lines is when he compared Bill Murray to Gandhi. He's like, that's like saying I don't know who Gandhi is.
Yeah, Bill Murray and Gandhi.
A comedian to Gandhi.
Yeah, I mean, do you think, like, an average 12-year-old in 2009 would know who Bill Murray was?
No.
Really?
I mean, you would only know if your parents made you watch Ghostbusters.
Caddyshack?
Even if you saw Garfield, like, what are they gonna look up the actor who played the cat?
Right, right. Like, Daddy, who's the voice of that cat? And it's like, oh, well, let's talk about it. And in fact, let me show you his filmography. No, yeah, well, but I mean, dude, like, think about it. Like, he was in Groundhog's Day. Like, I even liked him in Osmosis Jones. Like, he was in Kingpin. Like, he was such a big comedic actor from, like, SNL until, like, I don't know, 2003 ish. Like, he was huge.
Yeah, but that was back then.
I know. So much has changed. Nobody knows who Bill Murray is. Movie did very well though. This movie was made for 23 million and it made 102. So you're
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised they waited this long because the sequel came out 10 years later. It's a little weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they waited so long, and I'm also not sure, like, the second one just seemed like they didn't try as hard.
Hmm.
The ending with like that weird group of people, it was just kind of odd. I don't know.
I didn't see it. Yeah, so I
You
don't
didn't see
really.
the second one?
No, I have it on DVD actually. I got like the 2-pack when I left my job. They're like, "You want this?" I was like, "Okay." So I had Zombieland 1 and 2 on DVD. Dude, I'm reading here right now. It's even blowing my mind more. Like, so in 2009, this was before World War Z. So this became the top-grossing zombie film of all time after it surpassed Dawn of the Dead. So it's just like, what the hell were they thinking? It's like right after this, Walking Dead comes out, and then the whole decade basically gets dominated by zombies and stuff like that. And then they're just like, well, I guess we'll come back like as it's winding down.
The only thing I can think of is maybe one of the main actors didn't want to do it or was doing something else, or maybe they didn't want to make another one because they felt the market was too saturated with zombie stuff. But
Yeah, I think you might be right about that. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's strange when you think something kicks something off and then they kind of just like abandon it.
I was just looking at the budget for the second one. The budget was 42 million,
Wow.
and gross it made 122 again.
What the hell?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's I don't know what they're thinking. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So, apparently, this was originally pitched as a TV show. And they wanted to film it as a TV show. And when Abigail Breslin and Emma Stone steal their car the first time and drive away, that's where they wanted the pilot to end. And they were going to kind of go from there. What do you think? Do you think this could have worked as like a miniseries, or do you think it would have got played out after a while?
No, I think they could have done like a 8 or 10 part miniseries where it just follows the characters. Dude, I'm looking at Abigail Breslin's. I didn't even recognize her. Her current picture looks so different. She's not a little girl anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could work, but again, at the time Walking Dead came out, then they came out with Fear of the Walking Dead, and there was just a lot of zombie stuff going on.
Yeah. Another thing I was noticing about this movie, which is I think what makes it better as a movie and not a TV show, there's like no other characters in this movie. There's like they don't bump into anybody. It's like once they bump into Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin, like that's the team, and the only other person that they ever talk to is Bill Murray.
Yeah, there's technically only 5 non-zombie people that are like in the movie.
Right. I mean, what's his face? Amber Heard, but like this is before the zombie apocalypse service. So after we meet Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson, that's it. Like it's kind of weird. You'd think they'd bump into like, give us your guns or something, and like the zombies would kill like some random group of mercenaries or whoever that come after them. That never happens. So it's very insulated on these 4 characters.
Yeah, well, the second one is completely different, but
I mean, it has to be. It has to be.
I like it though, and I think they did a good job because you kind of get attached to the characters. Like, Emma Stone's just protecting her younger sister, and you feel bad for Jesse because he's just trying to get back home to his parents and try and live a normal life, even though he probably knows deep down they're dead.
Yeah.
And then Woody Harrelson is just trying to kill as many zombies as possible to get back at them for his puppy, who you then find out is actually his son. And
right. Yeah, they all have little character things. One thing I want to know about Woody Harrelson, though, is like he's going for the top kill of the week or whatever. How do they know? He's like, oh, actually, that goes to that lady that killed him with the piano. Like, how does he know that?
Yeah, unless they have like long-range walkie-talkies or something. I don't know.
And then they just make it up. It's not like there's like a TV show where it's like, oh, the kill of the week. Like, no, it's just, yeah. So that was, whatever. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Oh, let me ask you this. I looked it up, or I watched a YouTube video about it. How many deaths do you think happened in this movie? Zombies and people in total. If you had to guess. Hour-and-a-half movie, you saw what was going on, the carnage.
Well, Amber Heard died. Bill Murray died. That's 2. And then zombie-wise,
yeah, if you had to take a guess, because you saw what's going on. There's fucking people getting murdered.
A lot died at the carnival. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say a total of like 80 to 100.
Not too bad. So, it's 116.
Okay.
In total. This guy it's called the kill count.
He literally counted each one.
Dude, it's amazing. So there's a show called Dead Meat, and it's the best, and basically he does a kill count of all these movies, and he just watches them, and he talks about the deaths, and dude, it's so good. But yeah, he counted it 116, which is that's a lot, it's kind of crazy. So, I was going to ask you, too, something a little personal, because you're a lifter, Justin. You like to work out. You go to the gym a lot. You're a guy.
Oh, I would be one of the first ones to die.
Well, okay, that's not what I was going to ask, but good to know. I was going to ask you, if this was happening, and you're like, zombies are happening, you still going to lift, bro?
I don't think it would be a main priority at the time. Also, you'd want to be as light as possible so you can run away.
Right. So like, they're not going to be downstairs trying to sleep, and they hear you upstairs doing push-ups. Like, what's that creaking? And you're like, I'm fucking doing push-ups. Like, stop it. It's so loud. So you're not going to do that?
I would not do that. No.
When you're at, like, they're at the grocery market, like, where's Justin? You, like, break into a GNC to steal, like, whey protein powder. That's not going to be you?
No.
Like, this is not important, Justin. You're like, it is to me and my biceps.
Even when the world's ending, gotta get gains.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was thinking about it like, vegetarian, proud vegetarian. No, I would immediately, dude. I'd be like, give me a fucking, like, pepperoni pizza, dude. I don't give a shit anymore. If there's a zombie apocalypse, all your morals go out the window. You don't care about anything anymore.
No.
No, I'm gonna start smoking menthols just cause. Start doing dip.
You're like, you know what? I'm not gonna recycle. I don't even care.
Oh no, I don't care about anything, dude. I don't want that to ever happen, but
I wouldn't be too mad.
you wouldn't be too mad if it was a zombie apocalypse?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, it's alright.
I mean, I feel like if people hate their jobs, they're kind of like, honestly, that looks fucking better than my job.
I would like some notice though, so you could prepare. Like,
Oh, that's how it works. Yeah.
yeah, like so you could live kind of remotely and have like food and guns. If it just like happened one day, you'd be fucked.
That's literally how it would happen.
Yeah,
It would just happen one day. They're not gonna be like, by the way, guys. It's not like Dragon Ball Z where they're like, the Saiyans are coming. We have 6 months to prepare. Like, it's not gonna happen. That's a deep reference. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously they're fun video games. Like, I love zombie video games, and zombie movies are fun, but they've never been my like go-to for horror. But really enjoy them. I remember, this is just weird, but I had an ex-girlfriend, and she would say that to help her fall asleep, she would think about like zombies being outside, and like she was protected. Like, she's like, we're in like a safe house or something like that. So that's how she would get comfort to fall asleep, is thinking zombies were outside.
that is pretty weird.
I won't say who, but but anyways, I don't know. You got any last minute thoughts, or you want to rate this bad boy?
I feel like 7.6 was kind of low for the highest grossing zombie film of all time.
Well, no, at the time, not of all time. At that time, it was.
Oh, what beat it?
World War Z.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I would say, I'm trying not to be biased because I like Woody Harrelson and zombie movies. I'm going to say 8.3. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. I'm going to go 7.8.
Okay, you're a piece of shit.
You know, I liked it. I mean, if you like zombie movies and you just want to kind of check out and just like be like, that's fun. Like, yeah, watch it. It's not, but I prefer like 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, that kind of stuff. But, and also like if I'm going comedy zombie, I still go Shaun of the Dead. But this is fun. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, definitely. You should see the second one though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everyone's gonna like this movie.
All right. Well, what do you say we spin the wheel then, Justin?
Sure.
Okay. Ready? And spinning! Alright, so this will be Eric and I, and we're doing Halloween 2 from 1981. So we're going back in time, but yeah, I'm glad we're doing Halloween because Halloween Ends is coming out soon, so it'd be good to stay in the spirit. You ever seen that one?
Which one? Halloween Ends?
No, Halloween 2.
Probably.
Where she's in the hospital.
Yeah, dude, I feel like all those movies are the same.
No, they're not, Justin.
What are they called? Halloween, the Jason movies. It's just like a dude with a knife and machete. I don't know.
That's how I feel about Fast and the Furious. I'm like, it's a bunch of bald dudes grunting and getting in cars, and like family gets mentioned a lot, you know. You're like, I remember it was so funny one time you laughed. You're like, there's no series that needs 9 movies. I was like, you love Fast and the Furious, and you were just like, but not with that machete guy. I'm like, all right.
Listen, in my defense, only the first 2 Fast and the Furious were good.
Whoa.
And maybe Tokyo Drift.
That needs to be cemented on your gravestone. Justin Willickson, yeah. Well, everybody, thank you very much for listening in to our discussion on Zombieland today. If you want to check out 13 Ghosts, that came out yesterday. And then we will see everybody tomorrow with Halloween 2, 1981.
All right.